For MSO News Sports, I'm Tim Kearns. We're back with this week's edition of Panther Preview with Beverly football head coach Jeff Hutton. Jeff, here we go again. Another week, another big game.
Yeah, we got Marblehead undefeated 4-0 at Herd Stadium on Saturday morning.
Let's take a trip back in time to last week. Gut-wrenching for Danvers, but...
well, for both, for back and forth, you know. It kept them busy the whole game. Everyone left happy, I think.
Yeah, but the last probably 10 minutes of the game was as tension-filled as you've probably seen here in your time.
Oh yeah, I mean we had the ball with a chance to go up 2 scores, and you know they did a good job stopping us, and we went for it on 4th down, and they stopped us on a pass, and you know right script for them perfect. 8 minutes to go in the game. This is what they wanted to do, and they were able to keep the ball the whole quarter, milked it all the way down to less than a minute, and when they scored, and then they went for the 2, and we were lucky enough to make a stop.
Did you have a sense of what they were going to do on that 2-point conversion? Is it something that they've done in the past, kind of like the Pats in the Super Bowl against Seattle? They had practiced that very play during the week, and Butler knew what was going to happen. Do you guys have a sense of what they do in that situation?
I just think, you know, the whole night, it was weird because they'd been doing such a good job running that toss sweep, right, that inside run. And I thought the second half we were able to settle down, and we actually slowed that down pretty good. And they were able to get most of their yards on perimeter runs, which we thought was our strength, and lo and behold, it wasn't. And, you know, like you take a guess, and we brought some pressure off the edge, and it forced them to string it out a little more than they probably wanted to, and gave our guys enough time to shed a block and make a tackle.
And that was as critical a play that's been made this season for Beverly football.
Yeah, I mean, it ranks up there.
You know, certainly, and we were just talking about it before we started this, a game against a conference rival, a traditional rival, coming in here undefeated, feeling really good about themselves, playing traditional Danvers smash mouth football, and you managed to walk off the field with the W.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's funny. You talk to like the coaches and back and forth, and it's you know, Salem is our Thanksgiving Day rival, but if you're thinking another team, like Danvers is that other team. You know, like there's no love lost between both teams. We're so close in proximity, right? Our teams are always competitive against each other in every sport. Yeah, so it's our first league win against an undefeated opponent. That's the 2nd week in a row we played an undefeated team, and you know we got another one coming up this week with Marblehead. But that one was pretty sweet for the kids. That was a big program win for us.
In terms of the playoff, that's also big in terms of points.
We hope. It's weird. I can't make heads or tails of it because you beat a team that's undefeated, and we actually dropped two spots in the rankings. So we'll see how it all plays out. We can't worry about that yet. We'll just take care of Marblehead, and then the next one and the next one.
All right, let's look a little bit ahead to Marblehead. Again, undefeated. Jimmy's got them rolling once again. What's the strength of their team this year?
I think it's their skill players. Their quarterback is phenomenal. Finn Gallup is his name, and he's been a starter. He was a part-time starter a sophomore year, full-time starter last year. So kind of like our quarterback, Danny Pierce, you know. Took over halfway through the season his sophomore year, junior, senior, and now he can run, he can throw. I mean, he threw against Shepherd Hill, I think 3 or 4 touchdowns of like 40 more yards. He can run, you know, they run the option, and if you're not careful, he can keep it and pull it on his own read. So that's really tough. When you have to defend against a running quarterback, now it's 11-on-11 football. And most teams don't. So you can put that other guy in coverage or wherever you want, but we got to defend everybody against them.
Going to Herd at 11 o'clock, kind of like old traditional Beverly football.
Let's do it.
You know, is that an advantage for you?
I don't know. I like to think it is a home game, but you know, Jimmy Rudloff does a great job. You know, we coached together here years ago in Beverly. He'll have his kids ready. I mean, they'll play in the parking lot any time of day. His kids will be ready to go. Yeah.
All right, Coach. Listen, I'm gonna let you get in. I know you're gonna make a call to the home, and best of luck this weekend.
All right. Thanks, Tim.